about Amazon PPC strategies to rank high, and that itself could like take over the entire presentation because it's such a vast topic. But I will quickly touch upon a few of the strategies that would help you effectively rank higher up, right? So first, it would be start at the bottom and work your way up with keywords. Now, this sentence really holds good for Amazon sponsored products as well. So when you're really launching a product on Amazon, or just starting out as a beginner seller, you should ideally launch your PPC journey with long tail keywords. Now, only after you've attained a certain level of mastery playing around with the keywords, then you should move up in the order to go after the most generic or more searched after keywords. And for example, if you're selling a chopping board, for instance, you can always start your campaigns with a very specific, like handmade wooden chopping board or a brown raisin wooden cutting board and so on. And then of course you can move on to like a vegetable cutter, or for example, I don't know, a wooden cutting board and so on. So basically just, use long tail keywords, and then of course when you get the hang of things, then you move on to more specific generic keywords. Another strategy would be run campaigns on your top child ASINs as well. Now, if you don't have the bandwidth to really create a combined package for your variations or run individual campaigns for all the variations, then you can run a PPC campaign only for the top performing variation. Again, this PPC strategy works well provided the variations are listed as child ASINs. So I know it's a little lengthy example, but I'll just take 2 more minutes and just I'll take an example of, let's say, a beef jerky. Now, if you're selling a beef jerky for 4 different flavors, barbecue, teriyaki, cajun, and black pepper, and let's say out of these 4, black pepper is your best seller. Now, if you run a PPC ad for all those 4 flavors in the same ad group, they'll really end up competing amongst each other and within each other. So because only one of the 4 variant is likely to win the ad spot. So this will most likely lead to wasted ad spends and an increased ACoS for your entire ad campaign. So really lowering the ad's efficacy, right? So on the other hand, if you focus your efforts only on the black pepper variation and run a dedicated ad campaign on that for that particular flavor, your listing will get more traffic on Amazon, and the chances are that some of them now would want to fancy other flavors too. So if we have a broad range of people visiting your page with your listing page, the chances are that they will look at black pepper, but in turn they'll also get to see that there are other flavors available, right? So that was just one example of how you could typically play around with that. Third strategy would be structure ad campaigns based on product performance. Now, often we create campaigns based on the performance of keywords. So if we see a keyword that's converting really well in an auto campaign, we move it to a manual type and really set match types for better control over bids and daily budgets. So now, while this has really proven to be an excellent strategy to improve your product rankings on Amazon, it can also be very tricky to really control the overall ACoS. So just because some products will require more clicks than the others. So instead of creating an ad campaign based on keywords, I would still say consider creating them based on the performance of a product. Fourth strategy would be to target your own products through product targeting ads. Now, this advanced Amazon PPC strategy is a pretty ingenious way to get exposure for your products on Amazon. We've all heard of this beta feature called the product targeting ads. And in case you're not aware, this option really allows you to target customers by specific products and categories. So really, think about product display ads, but with a lot more control. So you can really target specific ASINs and your ads will be displayed on their product pages. Okay, this strategy also has significant advantages, but again, just because with the essence of time, I am not touching on that. The fifth strategy that we have is target ASINs against which there is a competitive advantage. Now, you also want to identify competitor ASINs that are relevant to your product, and you can base it out of price, ratings and reviews, listings, and so on. You want to run manual targeting campaigns on these top competitor ASINs and really capitalize on their visibility, and improve sales. So in general, CPC tends to be a little lower in the ASIN targeting when compared to category targeting, and so the conversion rate of this is higher than category. So you don't want to do that. The last but not the least is adjust your bids by ad placements. Now, Amazon has introduced a set of features meant to enhance the way sellers bid in the PPC auctions. Now, this PPC strategy typically allows you to optimize your campaigns with much more finesse and gives you more control over where you want your ads to appear and also how much you're willing to pay for them. There are typically three bid types. There is dynamic bids, down only, dynamic bids up and down, and also fixed bids. Obviously, I would have dwelled deeper, but I think that's about it. And just want to mention, ad placements. Typically, where Amazon really places your ad would be in three places, right? It would be either top of the search results page, and then the second would be in the middle, bottom, and in the second page of Amazon. And of course, the last would be in the product details page of other positions related to the search results that are added to the cart and page on and so on. So you again have to try multiple permutations and combinations of these bidding strategies to really see what works for you, and then go about doing it.
Hey, it's Priyanka here. Before you leave, make sure to subscribe to SellerApp's main YouTube channel where we upload all things Amazon and some how-to guides that will make sure that you're winning on Amazon. You will not get this anywhere else. Until the next time, happy selling.